If you're here and you have a name that's not like your name, I love it when you type your name in the chat as well. That way I can actually talk to you. So hello, those of you on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. Welcome. My name's Cami. I'm an intuitive life coach for perfectionists, and I help women business owners who have service-based businesses overcome perfectionism, overcome imposter syndrome, so that they can double their revenue and get to 10K months. So this is what we're going to be talking about today. Beautiful intuitive therapist. Yes, I love this. Mental health therapist and professional intuitive. Thank you, Anna Marie. That's so great. Glad you're here and welcome. Okay, so here's what we're going to do first. I want to talk a little bit. Okay, we have Sandra Lee, Pathfinder by S. Lee. Beautiful. Thank you. Welcome. So do you have a business, Sandra? Let us know if you do, because I won't be able to see, obviously, your profile or anything other than your picture. So let me know if you have a business. Before we begin, I want to do a little bit of energy work, and this replay will be up on my feed so that people who are tuning in for the replay, go ahead and comment below replay so that I know that you're here. But essentially, the biggest thing that gets in the way of making 10K, right? And the way I talk about it is your business is a collaborative experience. You're here with a purpose, with a vision, with a mission to support and to help people. And your business is in partnership with you. So I believe when we have a business that is a service, right? That means we're going out, we're offering something valuable to the community, that it's a spiritual experience, not only for you and your personal growth and development, but it's literally the upliftment of the vibration of the entire planet. So I love to talk about your business in a spiritual way. Beautiful. Yes, I have a spiritual and life coaching business. I love this. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you for being here. So I want to define spirituality because I think everybody has a different idea of what spirituality is. I came from a fundamentalist Christian background, and I have a lot of clients that have come from Catholic backgrounds. I've worked with people from a Jewish faith background, or I've even meditated and coached and been in rooms with people who have different backgrounds like Hinduism, Buddhism, Muslim. So it doesn't matter the religion. In fact, religion sometimes gets in the way of spirituality, and here's why. Spirituality is a vibration. It's a feeling. It's a connection to something that feels expansive, something that feels higher, right? Like not higher, like better than you, but this connection to the all. And the way I like to describe it as well, because I have a science background, I have a degree in molecular cell biology. I used to work in a laboratory. I'm very scientific minded. So I like to also relate it to quantum physics, which is the quantum entanglement theory, which is we're all energy particles. And once energy comes together, it's connected through time and space. So the beauty of this is when you have a business, you have a purpose. When you have that vibration, you're open-hearted. You have this passion, this desire to help and love and support people. Your ideal clients will come into your reality. But here's how we end up messing it up. We end up just messing it up by being in our human energetic state. The biggest thing that messes up our ability to sell. And we're going to talk about selling in a little bit because most people have a low vibration attached to selling. So we're going to talk about undoing that. But essentially what happens is, let's say somebody reaches out to you. They're in your DMs. They're expressing interest. Sometimes we get too eager. Sometimes we have fear about our own bank account, about our own ability to keep our mortgage going. We have our own money fears that get in the way. Or we have an attachment to the person working with us, like that specific person. We really love them. We really know that we can help them. And we come off really eager, which is an energy that is polarizing, which is an energy that pushes people away. So what I teach inside of my group program, it's called Permission to Profit. It's a 6-month group coaching program where we talk about money, we talk about energy, and then I actually take you through some alignment protocols, including money mindset rituals and energetic, vibrational experiences so that you can process your own emotions. So I'm going to do a little bit of that here today. But before I start, I see Richie just came in. Hello. This is a live for women business owners who have a service-based business. So I have Sandra here. I also have Anna here. And is it Anna or is it Anna Marie? Because I keep going back and forth. So go ahead and put your name in the comments if you're staying and you're going to learn more, because what I would like to know specifically is what specific fears you might have. And it's okay if you or don't feel comfortable putting them in the comments here. This is just an opportunity to vibrationally release some of them. What I teach in order to be in alignment when you're on a consultation call, and in alignment when you're creating your marketing content or you're creating your emails, right? All of that carries a vibration, all of that carries an energy. So if we're writing our words and we're thinking, oh my gosh, I really need to make money, that vibration is coming through the words that we write, the videos that we make, and especially if we're face to face with a person, that vibration will come through. Okay, Anna Marie. Okay, thank you. All right, so that vibration will come through. Those of you who are on here, I'm wondering if you can report this person born to football. I'm not sure if you can, but he comes into my lives all the time and he keeps trying to join. So if you can report him, go ahead and click on born to football. Go ahead and report him and see if you can block him from this live, because it ends up being really distracting every time that he comes into the room. So thank you for that. Okay, so we're talking about vibrations of fear and scarcity and the energy of not enough. Like, I don't have enough. I don't have enough followers. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough education. And ironically, I work with really high achievers, really well-educated people who either have a master's or have a doctorate. A lot of time they have a lot of education. They're very smart. And yet their biggest core wound is, I'm not smart enough. So anytime we're coming from the energy of not enough, there's a fear vibration in our body and we're feeling it. We may not be aware of it, but where that lives is in the root chakra. So it's down in the root chakra where we're feeling insecure, where we're feeling not grounded, where we're feeling not enough. So what I like to do is process the fear first. I call this the panic to purpose process. So I'm going to give you a little taste of it here today. Obviously, we do a lot more inside of my group coaching program, but I want to give you the experience of it so you can take it, so you can use it with your clients, and you can witness how it actually shifts the energy and actually starts to create results in your business. So one of my clients, I just want to share, her name's Nikki. Before she found me, before she joined our group, she was having a lot of problems with consultations. So she was getting a lot of consultations, but she wasn't able to actually have somebody say yes and end up paying her. And once she learned the panic to purpose process, she used this process before her consultations. And in the last 30 days, or actually in the last week, she's had 5 consults and she has closed 3 of them and they have paid her. That is more money than she's made in the past few months because she learned this process and she learned how to have really neutral money conversations with people. So when you do this process, it helps you be able to sit with people's money objections and money conversations and be able to have it in a really neutral space where you're feeling unattached. And that allows the client to feel really safe. And that's what we want. Hi, Monica. Welcome. Monica, if you're here and you are a business owner, go ahead and type in the chat what your business is. We are coaching on releasing fear. And we're going to start with the panic to purpose process. And I'll also tell you a story of how I use this. So I signed up for a very expensive mastermind last year. It was $25,000. And so my monthly payment was $4,000. And I decided I'm not going to put this on a credit card. I want to sell, I want to just create more revenue so that I can pay for this mastermind. And I think it was the final month of my payment. So I had already made all my payments. It was that last month of my payment. I had a $4,000 bill coming due on the 28th. And here's what we normally do. We normally are so fixated on our bills and we start on the first of the month already panicked, already thinking about our bills. And that's a normal nervous system response, right? Our nervous system is saying, I might not live. That's what it's literally saying is, I might not have a place to live. I might not be able to eat. So it's completely normal to be having the physical response in your body of fear, okay? So this is what was going on for me. I was having panic and fear. And every day I would have to reset my energy and refocus. Instead of the bill that was coming due, I had to refocus on my client. What is their problem? How can I help them? They're really suffering. They are looking for a solution. And it's up to me to show up for them today and offer them value and offer them a transformation. So I use this process whenever I was feeling that energy. And essentially, this is what the process looked like for me. So I'll just full disclosure what it looked like for me. So I think I had 3 consults or so, like back to back, and I was really like needing like really needing the $4,000. I like the bill was coming due soon. And so I was feeling that attachment. I was feeling like I needed the money. And it was causing my body to feel panicked. And it's like I could not focus on anything else, right? And that's a normal nervous system response. Okay, Monica says, I'd like to start a business. I have in mind, but haven't initiated yet. Monica, you're in a great spot. Go back and binge all of my content. Make sure you follow me here because you're going to get great value from here today. So I had 2 or 3 consults on the books. They were back to back. And I remember I did my first one and it was like so obvious. Like I could help her. Yes, like I could totally help you. She wanted to grow spiritually. She also wanted to grow financially. And I was like, yeah, I got this. I could totally help you. And we ended up getting off the consult and I thought she was a yes. And then we did our follow-up call the next day. She ended up being a no. The fear in her was just too much to make an investment. And I was just disappointed and sad because I was like, man, I really could have helped her. She was really an ideal client. It would have been really beautiful to work with her. So I had that sadness. And I also had the panic, which was like, and also I just didn't sign a client. So what I did is I took myself outside. I have this beautiful tree that I meditate by, and there's a pond, and I talk to the turtles, and that's what happens in the summer. It's winter now, so it's not as warm to be able to do that. But I took myself out there. I laid on the ground. I just let my body feel all of that fear, all of that panic. So for me, I just started crying, right? I just started crying in tears and tears and tears and tears. And I just let myself feel all the fear. I let myself feel all the fear. And I just started speaking kind words to myself. And I was like, of course you're afraid. You're creating a business from nothing. You're creating a business from an idea. You're like, I have an idea. Maybe you have a certification. Maybe you have training. Or you have an idea. Now you have your training. And now you have your website or your social media. And you're like, I have a business. But we're literally drawing it down from the quantum field and creating it into reality, right? So of course it will feel so scary. We haven't done it before. We haven't yet created, many of my clients haven't yet created $100,000 in their business, which is why I'm helping them get on board with what energy does it feel like to be in a 10K month? What does it feel like to be a $100,000 business owner or 200 or 300,000, right? I've helped people get to millions in their business as well. But it's normal to be afraid, and we want to just hold space for that. A lot of the times we don't give ourselves space to just feel. So I cried, put my hands on my heart. As I was breathing, that breath is a beautiful transmutation energy. I let the energy, that sadness, that fear, just that panic, I let it float down through my feet into the earth. I just imagined the earth transmuting it, transforming it into love. And I just felt so held by the earth. Then I put my hands on my heart and I just said, of course you're afraid. Of course you're scared. You haven't done this before. It's okay. This makes sense, right? And then sometimes our brain will tell us, like, just go get a job. Just why are you even doing this? And so I sat with that part of myself that's like, I cannot imagine doing anything else other than this business. And I am so courageous. I am just so proud of myself for sitting here and feeling these emotions. And I just kept affirming myself for allowing myself to cry and feel and be. And so I did that just until the energy started to calm down and I could breathe. That's phase 1, right? Processing your actual panic, being with the fear. Phase 2, step 2, and I love doing this part outside because it's just beautiful. You get really great grounding energy outside. But you can also do this inside, and I really like to do it laying down. And I really love to do it if you have animals. Animals are such energetic supporters and healers. So if you're in your house, the next phase is just to become fully present. Okay? Monica says, thank you. She's already following me. Thank you, Monica. Beautiful. Monica, if you know any business owners, go ahead and share this live with them right now if you find it would be helpful for them. All right. I see V just joined as well. V, if you have a business, go ahead and drop that in the comments below because we're talking about making 10K the spiritual way today. All right. So now we're on phase 2 of my Panic to Purpose process. So phase 2, you open your eyes and you look at the first thing and you just become present with the first thing that you see, but you do it in a new way without judgment. So for example, if I was doing this process in my house and I saw my microphone, I might open my eyes and just look at the shape. I might look at the knobs, the light. I might look at like the silver brand. And I'm just taking it in, and I'm just looking at the miracle that this microphone is, right? Like somebody created this from nothing. And I'm just being in awe of creation, being in awe of the material world. And if you're outside, and this is what I did when I was outside, right? I opened my eyes and I looked up through the trees and I could see the sun coming down through the trees. I could see the leaves moving, the wind. I could feel the wind and the sun. And then I looked over and I saw little ants just kind of marching along. And then oftentimes a turtle would come by in the pond and I would kind of connect with the turtle. And so in that moment, I knew I was safe. In that moment, I had pure bliss in my body. And I was like, this is it. This is it. I have everything I need right here and right now. And it allowed me to be calm in my body. It allowed me to be present with what is. It allowed me to even have some tears of gratitude of like, life is such a gift. Having a business is such a gift. Like, wow, this is so amazing that I'm living my dream, that this is something I wanted to do for so many years and now I'm doing it. And I shifted right into presence and gratitude. And then the last step of the Panic to Purpose process is purpose. So this is just asking yourself, why? Why am I putting myself through this? Why am I putting myself through this pain, through this fear, through this anxiety, through having to overcome all my limiting beliefs, having to do so much personal development, right? Having to show up consistently, sales and marketing and learning and growing. Like, we could just decide not to grow. We could just decide, I'm going to a job, clock in, clock out. I don't want to expand. Like, no, thank you. And that's fine. Some people find that path that really works for them. But if you're wanting to grow your business to be sustainable, if you're wanting to get over 100K, if you're wanting to move to 500,000 and then 1 million, if you're wanting to have a team, if you're wanting to provide jobs for people, if you're wanting to change the economy, change communities, if you're wanting to give back in a really big way to causes that are important to you, if you want to be the change maker, then your business is the vehicle to do that. Now, sometimes our vision can feel big, too big. So what I like to take it to when I think of purpose is the one person. The one person can be real or imagined. It could be a past client, could be somebody that you already helped. And I think of their transformation, or if I'm getting on a consult call with somebody, I think about what's possible for them. So I think about their possibility. And I think about like getting up one more time for that one person who really needs a solution, who really needs support, who really needs help. And in my case, who really wants to make 10K months in their business. They just do not know how. They just haven't figured it out yet. That's the solution that I offer. But in that opportunity, what I did with that client was I said, okay, I grabbed my journal and I wrote a love letter. And the love letter to her was based on all that's possible for her on the other side of coaching. So it's essentially, I wrote all the things, like these are all the things that we can do together. This is what your life looks like on the other side. You're going to feel confident around money. You're going to be able to process your emotions. You're going to be able to feel secure no matter what's going on in your business. You're going to have resiliency and problem solving and know how to evaluate. You're going to be able to talk to your husband about money and about your business in a way that feels very much like CEO energy, like confident, boss babe, I've got this handled energy. And then I would write in my journal everything else that would come with that, where I just felt it so deeply in my body, like, oh my gosh, this is so good for you. Like, this is what's possible for you. Just listing out all the things to where I felt so certain, so compelled, so excited for her and her transformation. And then, and this is the key, then at the end, I wrote, and it's totally fine if you say no today. It's totally fine if today is not your day. It's totally fine if you decide right now is not the right time for coaching. If you're not ready to make an investment, if you're not ready to make a transformation, that is okay. And my purpose, my only purpose in connecting to clients on a consult call is to fully show them what's possible for them. And then I present to them the investment and we talk about this is what your life could look like. This is what it could be. You can have it. And then I help them talk through all of their money issues and then they make a decision. But in doing the Panic to Purpose process, the result is you're fully present and fully connected to that client. And when you're fully present, fully connected to that client, and you're detached from your money stuff, when your money stuff is just not on your mind at all, and you're just there with your client, and you're just listening and vibing with them and offering them a solution and helping them work through any of their objections or things that are making it hard for them to take the next step or to make the investment. When you're able to do that, people have a great experience with you in the sales process. So for me, what happened was I had that client who said no. I had all types of feelings about it. I did my crying. I got fully present, back in the moment. And then I had another consultation the very next day. And I was so present with her thoughts, with her feelings, with the challenges. I knew exactly how I could help her. I laid it all out. And at the end of the call, her actual literal circumstance was, we just don't have the money. We don't have access to the money at all. And because I was so present and grounded already, I helped her access her desire. And I really talked about what would be on the other side of coaching. What would it look like after 6 months? And I just asked her, I said, if money was not an option, what would this be, a yes or would this be a no for you? And what she came back with is this is a yes for me. Like I need this so deeply. I need to be supported. And one of the things that she was struggling with in that moment, because she hadn't fully begun to create revenue in her business yet. Her business was still new. And she had been a stay-at-home mom for several years before that. She felt like she didn't have access to her own money. She felt like she wasn't able to ask her partner for that investment. And by the end of the call, we got to a place where she knew that she wanted. She was willing to have a conversation with her partner. And the final result of that conversation was that she wanted it so bad and she felt like she was deserving of it and that it was going to support her, it was going to support her family, it was going to change their entire lives. She ended up having that conversation really courageously. And they ended up making it work by finding a family member that was able to loan them the money for her to make the investment, for her to change her life, change her family, change her business. The only way I was able to hold that space was by being fully present with her and not worried about any of my money fears. So this is the process. This is one of the key components. This is the pre-consultation prep that we do in order to get you prepared for being with a person on a consult call. Hi, Venus and Taurus, welcome. We are just talking about making 10K the spiritual way. So let me know if you have a business. Let me know what type of business it is. And then I also love to know your name. So drop your name in the comments as well. We just finished reviewing the Panic to Purpose process. The replay will be up if you want to watch it. Where this is to prep you before you have a sales conversation. Okay? Sales conversation is just a consultation call. So if you do anything that requires having a conversation with a person, either in your DMs or via email or in person or on a Zoom call, then I can help you with this process. And this is truly all that it takes to make 10K is to 10K per month is to be able to be really connected to your client and out of your own fear. So the first part of spiritually aligned selling is making sure that before you get on a call with somebody, your fears are out of the way. The next thing that I teach my clients is having a really connected consultation process. So when you can connect with that person and when you can listen to their problem, tell them how you're going to solve it, and hold a lot of space at the end of the call, at least 20 minutes at the end of the call, in order to help that person make a decision that feels right for them. They could definitely be a no, but oftentimes they want to be a yes. And the objections that are getting in the way are usually just the common ones, time and money. So I help my clients get really good at being connected during the consult, being connected and being like, I can help you. However, we want to be unattached to that specific person becoming our client. Because what I see so often in service-based businesses is they end up getting attached to a client. They really want the client and they're trying to convince them. It's not what we do in spiritually aligned selling. In spiritually aligned selling, we do our own spiritual alignment behind the scenes so that we feel confident and clean and certain about what we have to offer. And then when we get in front of the client, it's all about the client. So I teach them how to do the consultation process in a really connected way. And the biggest part of the consultation process is sitting with them while we're talking about money. So everybody has money thoughts, and you start to get good at being able to hold space for people talking about money. And you're able to do that because you're disconnected from your own thoughts about money. Okay. Then the next thing we do in the spiritually aligned selling process is as soon as you get off a consult call, typically it is very normal to experience what I call vulnerability hangover. So vulnerability hangover is like feeling, especially I work with so many perfectionists. It's this feeling of not feeling good enough, feeling like you did it wrong, feeling like they hate you, feeling like nobody's ever going to sign up with me, I'm horrible. Like all of those thoughts that go on, that's what happens after you do your consultation. So I teach my clients to take 30 minutes after the consult to reground their energy. Go for a walk, eat a snack, jump up and down, have some water, have some fruit. Let yourself feel a little insecure. It's totally fine. And then within 30 minutes to an hour, sit down and do a shame-free evaluation. So again, perfectionists, high achievers, we love doing things right. And when you're doing consults, you're just going to have to learn the process by doing, right? So when we sit down and do our shame-free consultation, we're simply going, what worked? What didn't work? What would I do differently? And you're getting really clear on what's in your control. And when you get really clear on what's in your control and you get really clear on, ooh, this was a feeling that I felt, ooh, I was having this thought, I was feeling some type of way during this conversation, and then what will I do differently next time? That is so empowering because that's how you figure it out. You figure it out by doing it over and over again. So when you do these 3 steps, right, we do our pre-consultation process to release the fear. We do our consultation process to feel really connected and really certain while we're talking about money. Then we do our post-consultation process, which is shame-free evaluations. These 3 components, when you do them over and over again, this is what's going to create 10K months in your business. I've done this so many times with my clients. I have a client, Deb. She's one of the greatest examples of what's possible. She is actually a medium, an intuitive medium, and she's actually a medium mentor. So she helps others who want to develop their mediumship. And when I first started working with her, she was working part-time at a school. She really wanted to leave it. She didn't love it, but she didn't really think it was possible for her to make a full-time income in her business yet. So we started working together. I helped her get really clear on money. So a lot of times when we're starting our business, we feel like it's not creating enough. We feel like we don't have enough. And the problem here is we won't track our money and we won't look at it. So we don't even know. So the first thing I did was I started helping her track her money in a really abundant and fun way. Then we started setting little money goals. So originally she was making probably about $500 a month. By the time we were done working together, she's making $4,000 a month. So we more than doubled her revenue. She was able to leave her job. She was able to get an actual physical office in collaboration with a grief counselor. She was able to become published as a co-author of a book. She traveled to England for more educational development. She went to Hawaii for a personal vacation for her and her husband. She left her job. She financed her own health care. She has such a vibrant and abundant mindset now. She launched her mentorship. She launched programs, all because of the 5 things that we worked on, which is number 1, money mindset rituals. Number 2, spiritually aligned selling. Number 3, marketing the easy way. Number 4, managing your emotions. And I'm saying this laughing because, like, you got to be willing to cry. Seriously, you got to be willing to cry. This is going to happen. It's okay. And then number 5, planning for profit. So actually becoming the CEO that knows how to plan, how to manage money, where to put it, what to put aside for taxes. All of this are skills that a lot of times men are taught. Women are kind of left out, and they have a lot of insecurity a lot of times around managing money. So those are the 5 skills that I teach inside of my program. My program is a 6-month group coaching program. It's called Permission to Profit. If you're watching this live, hi, Carolyn. Sorry, Caroline. I know a Carolyn. You're Caroline. Hi, Caroline. I have a program called Permission to Profit. It is a 6-month group coaching program. It starts on January 30th. So if you're watching this in real time and you're loving what I've been teaching, I invite you to book a free consultation with me. Because not only am I going to walk through your entire business, I'm going to walk through what are the challenges, what are the opportunities. I'll give you the exact framework on what we could do together. And inside the program, we do 6-month, 20 group coaching calls. It's a small group of 10 women. And in there, you're going to learn all of the frameworks that I use to create over $300,000 in the past 3 years of my business. One of the biggest mistakes that I see my clients making is they're always looking for a strategy. What's the secret to marketing? What's the secret to getting more clients? And oftentimes they're like trying to find these automations. They're trying to find these like tricks. And the trick is always your mindset. Your mind is what makes you money. And Caroline's a perfect example of this. She does consultations with her clients. We worked together, and every time she's like, oh my gosh, thank you. I didn't even realize that this mindset issue was coming up when I was doing this proposal for my client. So when you focus on your mindset, and especially when you do it in a group, I love group coaching for the fact that when I receive group coaching, it's so amazing to see other people get coached, because when you're watching other people get coached, a lot of times you can grasp it better. You can watch it playing out. You can feel like you're not alone. There's an energy to the group of like, we've got this. There's a high vibration. Everyone's supporting each other. And you have the beautiful opportunity to network with one another and expand your network. Okay, hello. I see Oak Arbor Marketing joining. Hello. We are just talking about my group coaching program. If you own a business, it seems like you do, go ahead and let us know what you do in the comments, and then let me know your first name. I love being able to actually chat with people on a first name basis. And if anybody's on here, either you're watching the replay and you have questions, or you're on here live, drop in the comments, what do you think your biggest challenges are with sales and marketing in your business? Because I want to bring this into alignment. I want to help make this really simple for you so that you can go out and make more money. Like 10K is such a fun number to make, and that's really only the beginning. Hi, Jessica, welcome. Jessica, do you have a business? Drop it in the comments if you do. And here's what I'm going to wrap up with, because my voice is starting to get a little scratchy because I've been on 8 coaching calls today. So here is your call to action. If you want to make 10K months in your business and you're wanting to grow spiritually, you're wanting to learn sales, right? Because you understand that sales is actually the skill that you need to master. You don't need to master marketing. You need to master sales and mindset. And let me just address what the difference is. Marketing a lot of times is like, hey, here's my thing. Here's my thing. I'm here. Hi, I'm cute. Here's a reel, right? So marketing is more about awareness. What I teach is how sales is how to get someone to take action now. Like right now, today, like this is the time to do it. Here's the reason why. And then sales is also helping people overcome their own objections. One of the biggest objections you're going to have across every single industry is money, right? So I'm going to address that right now as well. I'm going to talk to you about the investment in this program. So to coach with me one-on-one, it's $8,000, okay? That's a steal as well. That's actually a really great price with all the knowledge and skill and ability that I have. But my group coaching program is only $4,000. So you pay $4,000 to learn how to make $10,000 a month for the rest of your life. You paid $4,000 to learn how to build a $100,000 business, right? You learn how to double your revenue. You learn how to set a goal. You learn how to set a money goal that may have some drama with it. You learn how to coach yourself through it. You learn how to get on a consult call, completely fail, completely screw it up, and be able to hold love for yourself, to be able to feel like you're still good enough, to be able to process that emotion, to be able to get up again and do it over and over again. So the emotional piece and the mindset piece is foundational to what I teach inside my program. The marketing piece is a side effect of you being able to get out there, be visible, show up, share in a simple way. And then the sales piece is where you actually close the sale, where you actually have the sales conversation, where you can help them overcome their objections. And then what I love, the thing that I'm doing that I don't see done in the industry anywhere, is I'm an intuitive life and business coach. So there's 3 components of what I do. The first piece is the intuitiveness, right? So usually when people come across any of my live videos, they're just like, ooh, there's a vibe, there's an energy. I knew I wanted to work with you. And in working with an intuitive, it also helps you learn to trust your intuition more. And if you're already a healer or a spiritual person who has a spiritual business, you're going to learn how that is an asset instead of a liability in your business. So the first piece is the intuitive piece. And that means I offer a lot of different emotional processing tools and modalities. So we'll use EFT tapping, we'll use breath work, we'll do guided visualizations and meditations, and you will get the energetic attunement that I've created in my own physical body in building my business. I've had a business for the past 10 years and learning all of these skills and how to create safety in my body, and you will get that transference by working together. So that's the first piece, the intuitive piece. The second piece is the life coaching piece. So a lot of times we see programs out in the market that are only doing, let's do your business, let's do business strategy. And they're just talking about strategy all day long. And I've seen this, I've been in programs like this, where they're just like, yeah, it's your mindset. Like, just do it. It's your mindset. Like, just have the right mindset. What I actually teach you is how to have the right mindset. Okay. So I give you the life coaching tools to coach yourself. And if something is showing up and affecting your business, so let's say your marriage is affecting your business. Let's say you being a little bit heavier in your current body, a little bit wearing a larger size than you're used to. And we need to talk about body image if that's affecting your business. We can coach on all of that because I'm a life coach. So we're going to talk about life and how life stuff shows up in your business. And then the final piece, obviously the most important piece, you have a business, is the business coaching where you get specific strategy. Where I say, hey, this is a strategy that could be useful here. But remember, you're the CEO, so you get to decide what's going to be right for your business. But since helping my business grow 300K over the past 3 years and being in multiple businesses, I had multiple businesses starting in 2012. And I've had failed businesses. I had businesses that didn't work out, and I've had to pivot businesses. I've worked in a high-level mastermind with millionaire mentors. So I've got all their business strategy. So you're getting all of this in a container that only costs $4,000. It's like a 3-for-1 special. And all the skills that you get are going to lead to you making 10K months. My promise to you is that you will double your revenue in 6 months. That you can be going from 2K to 4K. You can be going from 1,000 to 2,000. But my goal is to help you get around the 5K range if you're just starting out. So if you're just starting out, if you're around 1,000, let's get you first to $5,000 a month. If you're sitting around $3,000 to $4,000 a month, we can bump you. We can get you to a $100,000 business. We can get you to 10K months. But it starts with the self-concept, the belief that it's possible for you. So a lot of times I will see people sit here and question. They're like, yeah, that's great, Cami. Great. Good job. You did it. You're special, right? They're going to be like, I love your banner so much. It's so cute. I know people always tell me it's so cute. But I want to remind you how possible this is for everyone. I remember when Deb, my client who doubled her actually tripled her revenue and then quit her job. No, she quadrupled it. She went from 500 to 5,000 and quit her job. When she signed up, she was literally signing up on faith. She's like, I want this so bad. I'm just going to be faith. I'm just going to believe. And she didn't even realize what was possible for her. And that is what's possible for you too. If you want to consider, even if you have the worst money mindset, even if you have like all this drama about money, even if you haven't sold anything in a year. I had a client come into the program. She was just so distraught. She was feeling so bad because she went in her whole year, last year in her business, she didn't sell anything. She sold zero. And in selling zero, she was coming to me feeling defeated and shameful. And she had a lot of thoughts about her price. And she didn't even really know what her offer was. And she had multiple offers. We coached together. We did 2 or 3 coaching calls over 30 days. And she signed her clients and she made $5,000. She already made her money back in 30 days. And this is a person who was coming to me who hadn't sold a thing in 12 months. So I want you to see what is possible for you no matter where you're starting from. If you're starting from zero, if you're starting back over, right? If you had a business before and you had to shut it down, that was my scenario. I had a business. I was a health and fitness coach. I shut it down and I started over as a life coach and I built it from 0 to 300K in 3 years. Okay. And I'm actually going to give you my specific numbers. So I've added up all of my total revenue for the past 3 years, but here's what it looked like in my business so that you know, and so I'm being transparent with you. So I got laid off from my advertising job in December of 2019. I went full-time coaching in 2020, January. I had $0 in January. By the end of 2020, I had created $27,000. Then we fast forward into 2021. In 2021, I made $47,000. Then we went into 2022. 2022, I made $75,000. And then we go into 2023, I made $161,000. So I added all of that up. That total revenue is $300,000. And my 4-year goal is to get to $1 million. And I'm working with $1 million mentors in order to get me there. So I'm telling you that just to show you where you're at. It's completely normal. It's completely reachable. It's completely like normal just to be like, yeah, I can double my revenue this year. And then I can just double it again next year. So I want you to see that that's available for you inside this program. So again, hi, Wendy, content creator. Wendy, do you have a business? Do you do content creation as your business? Let me know. Drop in the comments below. So this is how you can get involved. This is how you can get this transformation in your business. You're going to join my group coaching program. It's called Permission to Profit. We start on January 30th, 2024. So if you're watching this in real time or you're watching the replay, you're going to want to book a consult with me right now. You're going to go to camikennedy.vip, book a consult so that we can talk about your specific business. We can talk about what it is you want to create. And I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you what I think is possible for you when you join the program. I don't want to overpromise. I want to tell you like, hey, this is what I think we can get you to. But everything that you're going to learn in here is creating a self-concept in you that knows that you are going to make 10K months, right? So if you're starting off at $1,000 a month, you have to start somewhere. So we're like, let's get you to 4,000. Let's start with that as your goal. And then we start working up, okay, let's get you to 6,000. And we baby step our way up to 10,000. But I will tell you, some people will come into the program, we'll start working together. Some people, I've had people right out of the gates come and make 10K their first month. I've had people come right out of the gates and make 16K their first month. So everything is possible. It just depends on your offers, right? It just depends on how expensive your offers are, how many offers you need to sell in order to get that. That's all the difference is, okay? So I'm going to coach you around your offers. I'm going to coach you around your pricing. I'm going to help you with all the emotions that come up. You're going to learn how to manage your money, how to actually manage your personal finances and business finances. You are going to learn how to sell, because that's the most important thing, is your sales and marketing. And you're going to learn the spiritual alignment practices that I do, the manifestation practices that I do. So you're getting a 3-in-1. You're getting business coaching, you're getting life coaching, You're getting spiritual alignment and emotional alignment all included within the program. It is the best thing on the internet. You're going to head to CamiKennedy.vip to book a consult. If you want to know more about the program, if you like to read things, then you can go to the website permissiontoprofit.group and you can check out all the details on there. You can join right there. If you're ready to join right now, you don't need a consult call. That's just for the people that have questions and they love to talk to me face to face. So book a consult call if you have some more questions. If you're ready to go, just click buy now and enroll. We have a pay in full, which saves you 10%, $4,000 pay in full, which gets you access to group coaching with me, all of the things we talked about. We also have a bonus in there, which is my manifesting course. So you'll get access to my manifesting course as well. So you can sign up, $4,000 pay in full, that'll save you 10%, saves you $400, or you can do the payment plan. I have the payment plan option for people who are working on their cash flow, right? So payment plan would be $1,000 down and then $680 a month for 5 months. So those are your two options. If you have questions about the payment plan, if you have thoughts about money, if you're really wanting to do this, and you're like, I really do want to make 10K months, but you still have some hesitation and you still need some coaching around money, I'm happy to get on a consult call with you and talk through all the money things. When you get on a call with me, there's no obligation, right? What we do is we talk about your business. We talk about what it is that you want to create. We talk about what it would take to get you there. So I actually tell you, like, these are the things that we'd be working on. We talk about your vision for the next 3 to 5 years. And then I help you make a decision by just laying it all out for you, right? Most business investments are going to feel scary, right? Like there's going to be a little bit of like, woohoo, that's scary to me. But what I notice is, at least when I make an investment, it's like a little scary and it's really exciting. So like my excitement level is like, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of myself for making this investment, for believing in myself. Like I wouldn't be where I am sitting at almost $200,000 had I not invested over and over and over again in mindset coaching. I've been getting coaching since I started in 2013. I think I hired my first coach. And every investment has been a little scary, a little tingly, and also really exciting because I know this is me saying, yes, I'm taking myself seriously. I'm investing in my business. I'm investing in my brain because your brain is what makes you money, period, hands down. Things are going to happen in life. Things are going to happen in business. There's a lot of different business strategies that can work for you. But the thing that you're in control of is your mind, your body, and your emotions. What are you going to make it mean when the client says no to you? What are you going to make it mean whenever you have a low cash flow month? All of that resiliency takes place in your mind and then obviously in your body as well. Because what we want to do is actually release the anxiety and fear within the body. Okay? All right. So here's what I'm going to close us off with. I promised that I was going to give you a little bit of energy work here. So let's close out with a beautiful grounding exercise. So what I'd like you to do is place your feet flat on the ground and just tune into the body, taking a big stretch. And as you take a big stretch, you can lengthen up that spine, close down the eyes. Then imagine breathing energy down through the top of the head, down through the spine, down through the hips and the legs, all the way down through the feet. Doing this again, breathing in through the head and out through the feet. And you may want to place a hand on the heart or palms open to signify receiving. One more breath, just like this. And now we're going to reverse the breath. Drawing energy up through the feet from the earth. Inhaling it up through the spine, exhaling out through the head. And again, up through the feet. Exhaling out through the head. Drawing it in through the feet. through the head. Now centering the energy right at the bottom of the ribcage. Feeling this spark of light just glowing. And imagine, sense, and feel that your goal is already done. Imagine, sense, and feel that you already have $10,000 in your bank account. As you breathe into that sensation, that feeling, bring your awareness in between your eyes. And imagine looking at your bank account, either on your phone or on your computer. And imagine seeing $10,000. Imagine looking in your payment account, maybe it's Stripe or PayPal, and you're seeing all of these payments coming in, these large payments. Maybe you're seeing the notification, you're hearing the sound. And allow yourself to imagine what you would do. What you would do if you had $10,000 coming in each month. What it would mean for your family. What it would mean for your pets. For your self-care. For your relationship. For your travel. For your food. Your lifestyle. And just allow the heart to swell now and open up to this possibility of taking care of yourself and your family in a more abundant way. Allow yourself to feel rooted and safe in the receiving. And allow a little bit of desire to build up in the body, maybe a desire to go on a vacation, to buy the expensive dinner, buy a new outfit, get a new car. Just allow that desire to rise up into the belly. Just breathe into that center of will and power and self-assertion. If you knew $10,000 was not only possible, but it was already done, what would you be willing to do? What would you be willing to feel? What investments would you make? What actions would you take? And just feeling this now, imagine you've already done the thing that you know is the next step for you in your business. Imagine feeling so proud that you've created $10,000. And maybe placing your hand on your heart or on your belly, just feeling that now. So proud. And allow in your body and in your mind a thought, a feeling, a phrase or a mantra. Maybe it's very simple and it's I am abundant. Maybe it's I 10x all of my investments. Maybe it's I am worthy. I am enough. I can do this. Just allow that to anchor deep in the belly, right below the ribcage. And on these next 3 breaths, let's do a big sigh out. And bring the hands up to the heart. And we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. It is done. By the power of 3, Holy Trinity, it is done. Bring the hands up to the 3rd eye. And then, stretching them up. to receive. Okay. If you are here watching the replay, or if you're here with me, go ahead and drop in the comments how you feel, how that vibrationally feels in your body. This is the type of stuff that allows you to feel grounded and connected and so certain of what's possible. I look forward to connecting with you and seeing you inside of our program, Mission to Profit. Have a beautiful evening, and I will see you next time. Bye.